Tuturi Handayani, following behind with giving influence. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, honorable educators and respected audience. My name is Fiantika Chalesta Dwirama from Tanjungono First Senior High School. It is a great pleasure to be here today in this debate. As the opposition, I firmly believe that this House would give social service and skill training for gambling offenders rather than imprisonment. I will provide strong arguments to justify my stance and prove why this motion should be rejected. Before proceeding with our arguments, let me clarify some key terms in today's debate. First, let us define some key terms. Gambling offenders are individuals who break gambling-related laws, which may include operating illegal gambling business, money laundering, or involvement with organized crime. Social service refers to community-based work meant to rehabilitate offenders while benefiting society. Skill training is vocational education aimed at reintegrating offenders into the job market. Finally, imprisonment is the legal punishment where offenders are detained in correctional facilities. With these terms clear, we can analyze why replacing imprisonment entirely with social service and training may be problematic. The first concern is deterrence. Based on criminology research published in the Journal of Criminal Justice, imprisonment continues to serve as a strong deterrent for potential offenders, especially in crimes with organized sector such as illegal gambling networks. If offenders work, that the worst consequence of their actions is community service of training, the law loses its weight. Illegal gambling often involves large sums of money and connections to other serious crimes, including corruption and trafficking. Without the threat of imprisonment, individuals may view gambling violation as low risk, high reward, which could expand the problem rather than reduce it. Second, it's not fair to the victims. Illegal gambling is not a victimless crime. Based on a report from the National Council on Problem Gambling, gambling operation full addiction create debt cycles and destroy families, leading to financial collapse, mental issues, and even domestic violence. Community also suffer when illegal gambling destroying local economies. If offenders simply serve social service hours or attend training sessions, while victims continue to suffer irreversible losses, justice is not served. A fair system must balance rehabilitation with consequences that reflect the real harm causes. Third, the rehabilitation only approach has limitation. Based on WHO review, gambling addiction is a public health issue, but not all offenders are willing to reform through skill training. Some profit too much to change and may reoffend under minimal supervision. Unlike imprisonment, which restricts criminal activity, social service alone cannot prevent relapse. So, rehabilitation should complement, not replace, punishment. Finally, there is the principle of proportional justice. Based on legal philosophy, punishment must be proportional to the harm caused. Small-scale offenders addicted to gambling may injure benefit more from therapy, vocational support. However, large-scale offenders such as those running illegal casinos or laundering millions inflict significant social damage. Based on the need for deterrence, public trust, practical enforcement, and proportional justice, improvement remains essential in addressing gambling-related offenses. While social service and skill training should constantly be a part of the rehabilitation strategy, they cannot fully replace imprisonment without risking greater harm. Therefore, the motion must fall, giving only social service and skill training to gambling offenders without imprisonment undermines justice and public safety. Given the reason, we strongly disagree with the motion. This House would give social service and skill training for gambling offenders rather than imprisonment. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.